Hello everyone, this is SavJasic20, and I do believe everything is working. Rumble has decided to start working for once, and it looks like YouTube, yep, YouTube is also working. Huzzah! Waiting for an encoding server to claim placeholder video. What? What do you mean? What? Ah, I see. Okay. There we go. So, I'm officially quad streaming for the first time ever. I'm streaming on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and Rumble all at the same time. Pretty freaking cool. Now, unfortunately, I don't have chat set up for Rumble because Rumble has their own weird API. And then, of course, you know, YouTube is YouTube. That's a pain in the ass to set up as well. But Kick and Twitch will appear on the bottom right corner right here. And, yeah. Your bro's brain's fried. How do you know my brother? How do you know my brother? What? Grant has landed safe. I've also tried out Beat Saber for the first time on your new VR. Beat Saber is pretty fun. It's good exercise. It's a very good exercise, especially if you can mod it on the PC version. It can be really, really fun. Oh, your brain is fried. Okay. Let me quickly check. Is everything working? Yes, all 4 platforms. I am officially quad streaming, guys. I am pretty proud of this. I have 4 platforms going at the same time. That is impressive. I'm kind of scared. So yeah, today I'm going to be showing you how to save $60 by not buying Pokemon Legends ZA. Yeah, I'm not kidding, by the way. Let me quickly get my controller and show you proof that I have this game. Let me quickly show you. Alright, controller's on. There you go. I have it. Version 1.0. I even downloaded the DLC. It's on disc DLC. Because, you know, you have to pay $70 for the game, and then you have to pay another $30 for the DLC, because this is Pokemon fans, man. Pokemon fans are, like, the least respectable people on the planet right now. Like, especially with the lawsuit going on against Palworld, I have, like, zero respect for people buying modern Pokemon, man. Because they're just enabling a company to force a monopoly on basically an entire genre. And you can go watch 10 million videos about that right now if you want to. But I'm going to be playing that game in an hour or so. I played Galaxy 1 earlier when that leaked. So, yeah, this is on my Switch now. I play games before they release, like a true Chad. And I don't pay $1 for them. But yeah, before I do that, let me go over to something better. Also, I heard something disconnect from my computer. I don't know what. But yeah, let's not focus on that yet, because I have photos to show you guys, because OG Pokemon was better. Blue for the Game Boy was my shit. Exactly, though. No, like, everyone I know keeps saying, dude, you need to play Black 2, White 2. That was when it was good. You need to play, like, XY. You need to play, Emerald and Ruby. I just don't care for Pokemon games. I don't. I even, like, maybe it's because I played Moon and absolutely despised it. But, I don't know. It's not my kind of RPG, I guess. I don't know. I like my short and sweet RPGs, not my grindy ones. Which is a crying shame, because I probably will not ever be able to enjoy Final Fantasy. And Final Fantasy is a great franchise. Especially 7 and I believe 9 people keep telling me to play, and 12? I forget which one. But it's 7 and 9 and something. X and Y was my go-to outside the Game Boy. Exactly. Anyways, I have photos to tell you. God damn. Oh, fuck me. My brain is shot. Black and White on release were despised, so the Pokemon Company went, well, fuck it. Take your Pika Slop if you want it so bad. F12 has a 12-hour boss fight. Oh. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to show you guys photos of Risucon and AnimeUSA. I'm not a weeb. I do not watch anime. I still had fun. Shockingly. Because it wasn't all anime. They had Hanafuda, which made me really happy. No one played it with me, though. But they had a free class you could go and make your own Hanafuda deck. which is really cool. And Sagicast the other day was great. Also, I'll try to send off your things tomorrow. Awesome, Kira. Awesome. Thank you so much, by the way, Kira. Like, seriously, thank you so much. Speaking of cool plushies, let's go on over to this now. Let's go on over to this. Let me make sure it works. It does not work. Now it does work. All right. Some people had Ralsei plushies at Risucon, and Ralsei is adorable. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, can I please get a photo with your Ralsei plush? And the guy was like, yeah, sure. Guy's a true Chad. He sold me a Bokoblin gun sticker that I have in my car right now. It's sadly peeling off, but it's just a Bokoblin holding a gun, pointing at like the viewer. It's really funny. But I basically have become like, good acquaintances with him. So he let me take a photo with his Ralsei. There's a Len. It's either Len or Rin. I never get it right. It's either Len or Rin. It's one of the Kagamines. And then, Kira, I thought this was Zhao for a second. I thought this was Zhao, but it's not Zhao. It's another gay shit impact character that I don't remember the name of, but he's like an emo boy. Kira, you probably know his name. If you do, actually, like, please let me know. Also, I can't zoom in anymore for some stupid reason. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Also, no, that's Flynn's. Also, this guy behind the cosplayer, really cool friend of mine. He makes a bunch of cool guns. In fact, you can see on my shoulder here, there is a plasma rifle from Doom Eternal. And he also has a Deku shield and sword from Mockery of Time behind me as well. Really cool guy. Love talking to him. His business is called Metalhead Printing. Really, really cool guy to talk to. He even sold a BFG once, and I am mad that I didn't buy it because I loved that thing. Here's a really cursed t-shirt. Jesus Christ. Am I okay? No, I'm not. Eminem. I believe that's Ice Cube or Ice T. That's Snoop Dogg. I forget who that is. And then there's Miku. Just randomly. I saw the shirt and it was incredibly cursed, so I had to get a photo of it. I didn't expect him to give me his hoodie, so now I can have another piece of him beside me. Aww. Another really talented cosplayer. It's the vampire from Baldur's Gate that I forget the name of. And I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. Fuck, what is his name? What is the vampire from Baldur's Gate called, guys? Please help me out. Please respond. Vampire from Astarion. Thank you. You saved me. Thank you. I was like typing it up. But yeah, really cool cosplay. All that was handmade by her too. Really goofy cosplay of a Maryland Dot patrol holding a 370 interstate shield as a shield. And then the hat's even funnier. But yeah, ICC commission like shirt and safety vest and everything. A Chainsaw Man. That was a really cool cosplay. I loved like, I don't know if it was charcoal or some sort of like some sort of makeup, like fake blood and dirt and whatever else. Really, really cool, well-made cosplay of Chainsaw Man. This girl, she had like a dragon on her shoulder and was using her one arm as like the puppet head. And it was really cool. She kept grabbing the sword with it, which I thought was hilarious. But no, I think she won a prize for that cosplay at the cosplay competition. Another Ralsei with another Ralsei plush. Very cute. These were cool. So this guy was selling like perler bead artwork, but he was combining it. He was combining it with like scenes from like the Mario movie and stuff like that, or the Mario show. And there was that one, as well as these two that he just straight up made artwork for, and I almost bought these because I loved that show. In fact, there was a guy, literally I walked up to this guy's booth, and a guy walked up right next to me and was like, yo, is that the Mario show? So we all just like talked for like a good half hour about like our favorite like moments from the Mario show, like the 90s Mario show. So that was really cool because that show gets a lot of flack and hate, and I'm kind of glad that I could like hang out with fellow fans of the Mario show, because it's unironically really fun to watch, in my opinion at least. It can be really shitty in some places, and there's a lot of really stupid errors from the animation company, but man, I loved watching that as a kid. Here is a Tuhu cosplayer, Chen, from I forget which Tuhu that would be from, like maybe, I guess technically 7, but I'm pretty sure she debuts later in the franchise. But Chen is basically the subject of Ran, and Ran is the subject of Yukari. I'm not going to explain that whole lore, but she did a really good cosplay. Apparently her grandmother made the dress, and it looks really good. A Nezuko, she actually ran up to me and wanted to get a photo with me, but she looked really good. There was a Tanjiro as well, and he had a kitty Nezuko in the box, and it had like little a little fish thing, you know, those like little things on a string that you dangle in front of the cat. He basically had one attached to the box, which I thought was really cute. A Kinger from, what is that show called from Glitch Productions? Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Oh crap, what is it called? Amazing Digital Circus. That's it. Amazing Digital Circus. There are actually a couple different Digital Circus cosplayers here. Kinger was one of them. There was also the rabbit that I forget the name of, and a Pomni that you'll see in a second as well. Here's a Callie. I was very happy to see Splatoon representation. You don't see Splatoon cosplayers that often, so I was really happy to see one. She looked really good. She even had the little plushie with her. Oh, this shirt was great. Take a seat, or have a seat. Gotta catch them all. I love that shirt. That was a good shirt. Strawberry shortcake, if anybody knows what that is. That's One Piece according to her. Etna mod. She actually stood on her knees later. I'll show you a photo of that later, which made her more canonically accurate in height. But she did pretty good. I forget what anime these are from. Somebody can tell me if you recognize them or not. I don't know. They just looked really good, and both their well, the girl on the left, her costume was handmade. Oh, there's a better photo now that it's not like glaring light from the window. That actually looks like a professional photo, unlike the first one. Uma Musume. Mainly got this photo for Meg. There was a lot of Uma Musume cosplayers there. For those that don't know what that is, it's a gacha game with a bunch of horse girls. I don't see the appeal either. I just know people that like it. But I kept mentioning to her all the gifts that Meg and I send to each other. And the fat one, she likes to call the fat lesbian, which made it funny because I sent memes to Meg and I had to tell her about this, about her talking about that, which I thought was really funny. A Miss Frizz. I saw a second Miss Frizz this year, which blew my mind. I was not expecting to see one, and I saw two. There's Etna, lore accurate height. There's Columbo. If anybody is an old fart like me and watched old TV shows, old detective shows, Columbo was a detective. One more thing. I absolutely loved watching that show when I was younger, and he did a really cool cosplay. An Iron Man. Really good Iron Man, too. A Bob Ross Deadpool. And I believe that's from Demon Slayer. Somebody can tell me if I'm wrong, if that's not Demon Slayer. Again, I'm not a weeb. I don't know what anime that is. I'm getting pinged. Who pinged me? Nezuko and a snake. Some Star Wars. A Zelda Tears of the Kingdom cosplayer. She actually, when I walked up there, she was like, "Would you still love me if I was a worm?" Very funny line. Very funny joke. There's the Pomni I mentioned before. There's a bunch of the cosplayers. You even have we even got the youngest cosplayer ever at a convention, or at least at one I've been to. This mother brought up her like newborn son, like 4 months old, in a Superman cosplay, and she was Wonder Woman, which I thought was really cool. The Pomni from the election stream came back at the con. Oh my god. There's Rin or Len, I forget which one, and Miku. I believe the Miku ended up winning Best in Show, which she made this whole thing. This whole thing was handmade by her. Deservedly so, she won. The Rin was also... it's Rin or Len. Which one is Rin and which one's Len? Let me look it up. Rin and Len. Which one's Rin and which one's Len? Because I never ever get it right. It doesn't say. Rin and Len. Nope. Are you kidding me, guys? Chat, which one is Len? And which one's Rin? Oh, Rin's the girl. Okay. So yeah, that is Rin. Okay. Again, not a weeb. The Spider-Man point meme. Another Nezuko. A diva. She didn't have her mech, unfortunately. And oh yeah, these were sent over. There's my car. I brought Fumos, even though I didn't bring them in with me. Is that all the photos? I thought there were more. Damn, I guess it's all of them. No, there's a few more. It's just they didn't come up. Alright, whatever. Schrodinger's weeb. For real. But yeah, let me show you. She had a cutie mark of Applejack on her. So she was cosplaying Applejack. And then here's one more. This guy, he had a Chamada Fumo. I didn't get a photo of it. But he was giving out artwork. So I have a Sine artwork now. Hi there, Daniel. But yeah. Now, you get to see my beautiful wallpaper temporarily. And now, AnimeUSA. This happened in Arlington, Virginia, just south of DC. Like, I'm talking 5 minutes from DC. Here's a Miku and Rin and Len. Very cool cosplays. I think that's Leon from RE2. I think he said RE2. I'm pretty sure that's Leon Kennedy. Spirited Away. Royal Guard Link. This guy had a really funny shirt. A Kirby blanket. And then Joe Hernandez was there, the voice actor for Daruk. He's also a voice actor in a Transformers series. He's in JJBA, Fire Emblem, Detective Pikachu. He's in a lot of different stuff. But he's, famously known because he's in Zelda. And that basically started his career, more or less, I'd argue. Or started his career in video games. They had a bunch of Asian snacks at the convention. I ended up buying Kobe beef chips, which actually I have right here. Hold on, let me show you guys. I brought chips with me. Kobe steak flavored chips. And what are these? Sour cream and cheese flavored chips. I'm going to open these bags and try them because this is going to taste really good, and I'm actually kind of hungry. I've fasted most of today. And then these, I just kind of, they're steak flavored. I have to have steak flavored chips. That sounds really good. Address me. Hi, Fletch. Hi, Boomer. How's it going? But they had like a shit ton of Pocky, a bunch of colas, um, just a bunch of other like Japanese and East Asian snacks. And then there was a Japanese rail model, and of course they had Godzilla in there, very appropriately. But it was a very cool diorama. I love looking at these. As someone who had train autism as a kid, this gives me great joy. And they even had Hanafuda. So there was a Toho booth, or more arcade center, and these people who run a giant like setup had like every game from 6 through 20 on it. I think they brought like 16 computers with them. And you could basically play any Toho game from like 6 to 20. So yeah, there was a lot of and I'll show you pics of the arcade later. In fact, here's an example of one. They also had a couple projectors for like the fighting games, the fighting game spin-offs. But they had like Crazy Taxi over here. I frequented the Galaga and Pac-Man machine over here. There's a lot of rhythm games off camera. You can actually probably see them on the mirror over here. There was a lot of rhythm games. And then I took this photo for Joel because he likes Koishi so much that he changed his username to Koishi. And then I got to learn how to play Mahjong for the first time. I don't know why this photo's rotated. Let's fix that. Now it's not rotated. So I learned how to play this, and I am terrible at it. And by terrible, I mean I have really shitty luck in Mahjong. They actually also had a Go club there. They had a Go and a Mahjong club there. So I learned how to play both games. Go is something that I'm still foreign with and probably won't be a fan of playing. But Mahjong, I do understand how to play. I just have terrible luck. Here's a Zelda cosplayer. She looked really good. Her husband, I believe, was the Royal Guard Link. Don't quote me on that. Here's Padoru. I know she has a real name. I just keep forgetting it. Nero Claudius, I believe. But yeah, I only knew her as Padoru, and then she told me that her name was Nero. I had an idea for a Toho boss fight. A guy cosplaying in a t-shirt and shorts styled by Flandre Scarlet that attacks by waving the Romanian flag. What the fuck, Fletch? Alright, anyway, here's Momiji, and I forget her name, but these are both Tohos. These are actually the two that run this giant, like, table full of computers. And, he even had a Fumo. He had a Momiji Fumo. So I got to hold the Fumo. And then, this cart belongs to Aya Shamimaru. This is not the convention center's or hotel's cart. This is Aya Shamimaru's cart. If you take this cart from Toho Roadshow and you are not Roadshow staff, I will hunt you down and slit you. Get my cart back. Here's TV Man from Deltarune. Apparently this is Limbus Company. If anybody who plays the game knows what character that is, let me know. I just don't remember the name. I just now know that it's Limbus. There's Doom Guy, a good friend of mine. And because I saw a Frieren and I was with my buddy that is a Doom Guy cosplayer, I'm like, hold on. Frieren kills demons. Doom Guy kills demons. So I did like a little bit where I introduced them both to each other. And he let her hold his shotgun, which I thought was hilarious. The Doom Guy stole your elf girl. Yes, he did, Don. Yes, he did. Two racists chilling. Oh, shit. And, apparently this is a VTuber. But I was helping the Doom cosplayer put his stuff in a car, and there was this Ita car of a VTubby. I don't know the name of the VTubby. Don't ask. You're YouTube jump scare indeed, Xander. How's it going, Xander? But yeah. This is a VTubby. I don't know which one. I don't care. I just know it is one. And then there's a Tifa sticker on the car too. But yeah, there's the license plate. Here's Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, from the scene where he gets dressed up. This looks like a car that would come from an edgy symbol of a black hole edit. Shut up, Don. Dude, why did that guy take so many takes of that? Oh, here, Don. Look at all these One Piece statues. You have Nico Robin. You have the guy in chair. You have guy with white hair. You have the damn Daniel guy. You have Robin again. You have the ship. You have Luffy. You have guy with weird weapon that I don't know name of. You have weird skeleton dude. Me naming One Piece character. The guy who's white is also Luffy. That is not Luffy. There's no way. And then the same booth also had a shit ton of DBZ. Don't ask me who these people are. I'm just gonna assume all of them are Goku, and I don't care if I'm wrong. Dear math, I'm not a therapist. Solve your own problems. Oh, and oh, why is this rotated? There we go. So today, not today, Saturday, I learned that there is a convention in Toronto. I'm not driving to Toronto for a convention. I'm sorry, I'm not. But, yeah, a 9-hour drive to Toronto is not something I'm willing to do. But it only costs $50 US. And there's like 30,000 people there. That's like MagFest sized. If not, that's about MagFest sized for a relatively cheap price. Because in everything entertainment wise in Canada is cheaper because no one can afford entertainment in Canada because of Trudeau. So going up to Canada to like do conventions and stuff is way cheaper for the end user, not for the vendors. I'm excited to see you play the Pokemons. I'm not. Also, here are the cocktails they were having at the Hyatt Regency, which was the venue that they were having that at. They had Vibranium, Aquaman, and Nezuko. I was almost tempted to buy the Nezuko, but I also don't like spending money on alcohol, and I was just about to leave, and I don't like drinking alcohol right before I leave. That's kind of stupid, and that's a great way to get a DUI, and I'm not like my father. Trudeau isn't even Prime Minister anymore. It's an Epstein affiliate named Mark Carney. Regardless, Don, it is Canada. No one living in Canada can afford entertainment. The only people that can afford entertainment in Canada are Americans who have such stronger buying power than the Canadians that live there. Canada is a great place to go to if you want shit cheap. Trust me, I've gone there. It's like going to Japan for food. A $15 meal here in America costs like $10 in Canada. I'm not even kidding when I say that. I, like, literally bought poutine, like, maxed out. Like, I'm talking, like, a big fucking tray of poutine for, like, $7? And that thing filled me up for, like, half the day. Yeah, that is true, Don. I took a picture of that for somebody. That was also, I took a video of this for a friend. Hey, look, Xander, it's you! It's you! It's the, funny man. It's the funny man. It's this muffin. And then, the trainer. I forget her name. Misty holding Xander Muffin. And, there was a stamp collection thing going on. I think I got, like, 12 different stamps of the 17 that are out there. There was a auction hammer one, which I thought was hilarious. There's a Tanjiro. She had a box on her back with a Nezuko plush inside, which was very cute. Here's the arcade machine. They're like the vacuum things over here. You had like Switch and PS5 setups over here. You had older consoles over here like the Wii, the PS2 over here, and again, basically all of this over here was just rhythm arcades as well as over here, and then of course Tuhu in the back. Speaking of more Tuhu, Marissa. And then this was a custom-made Fumo. I forget of the character, but somebody made a custom one for a friend, and I got to take a photo with it. There's another Tuhu. And then there's Joe. There's Joe Hernandez. Really cool guy. He ended up signing the Daruk amiibo that he has in his hand. So I have Urbosa and Daruk signatures now on their respective amiibos. I'm pretty happy about that. Mifa is probably going to be the hardest one to get because she's actually incredibly shy. And then Rivali, I mean, Rivali will be relatively easy to get. It's just a matter of him, coming to the area. But yeah, Joe's super good guy. Love talking to him. He actually did a panel on Sunday morning talking about, basically being hired and, basically getting his step into, voice acting in video games as a result of Breath of the Wild and, it helping expand his career. So he did a whole panel on that. It was really fun to listen to it. It was a really cool story. Had a really good time listening to him. Here's Spider-Man and a Deadpool Spider-Man. Farina, the relationship destroyer, Farina. To be, or not to be. A Starfire. And then there was this booth selling a Barbasol can, like a 3D printed one. And like you could unscrew the bottom and it had like the DNA samples from Jurassic Park. I almost bought that. I almost bought this, but I mean like I'm not a Jurassic Park, like I'm not a diehard Jurassic Park fan, and I don't have any in the family that are. Else I totally would have bought it and gifted it. But it was a really cool prop. I really liked it. I really love cool props like this. Oh, and there's a spoiler for here's an update on the Reimu cosplay that my friend is making for me. Anyways, that's all the photos I have to show you guys. At least I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I do believe I have one more. I have one more photo. Yes, I do. I have one more photo. That's Joe's signature on the bottom of the Daruk amiibo I have. I was going to bring it over and show a photo of it, but I'm too lazy. I'm not going to do that. I can just show you a photo of it. But yeah, that is all the photos I have to show you. Now, I kick off of Twitch. Ha 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 ha. Because the content I'm about to show you is DMCA-able. And I don't want to get a suspension on Twitch. But on the other 3 platforms, I don't really care as much if I get a copyright strike on YouTube because, yeah, who cares? It's 1 strike out of 3. So yeah, it's time to pirate. It is time to pirate. Exactly, Don. You are fake. You are very fake. Speaking of you are fake. You are fake. One of my friends saw you at the con. Wait, really? Timing you out. I'm timing you out. I'm timing you out. I'm timing you out. You fucking deserve that shit. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Oh my god. I hate you. Go fuck yourself. Oh my god. You just got timed out. Deservedly so. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell. Anyways, I'm going to close off the stream on Twitch. If you are watching over there, please go over to Kick or YouTube or Rumble because I'll be streaming over there. Let me quickly make sure that this is working. Yeah, let me turn on virtual background again. And replace. No, not that one. That one. There we go. All right. So, as soon as I click this button, I'm ending stream over on Twitch, which I guess will be now. For those watching on Twitch, take care. Please head over to Kick or Rumble or YouTube now.